Alright gamers, welcome back. Good to see you. I've been kind of keeping my eye open lately for more story-driven games. I figured the gaming community needs, a good story you can dunk your head into right now and just kind of forget about life for a while, you know what I mean? So when I came across this title from Don't Nod Entertainment, Don't Nod is responsible for quite a few good titles. One most notably for me that I remember is Life is Strange, more specifically Life is Strange 2. I do believe I covered it on this channel, and it's an episodic adventure that I gave each episode its own playlist. So if you go to the playlist section of my channel, you can find a playlist for each episode. Go watch it. It's absolutely amazing. And I remember when I was done with it, I remember thinking, man, these guys are absolutely fearless with their storytelling, and you don't get to see that too often in the video game world because you're dealing with so much invested time and money from so many different people. It's kind of risky to do that. And I remember I really appreciated that. A lot of people strayed away from that game because it was, you know, it touched on a lot of taboo subjects. And I just remember thinking they were absolutely fearless, and I really appreciated it. So I'm really psyched to see them come out with this title. This is called Twin Mirror. We play as a journalist that goes back to his hometown for a funeral, I believe, and ends up stepping into a pretty in-depth investigation. So let's hop right into it.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Will will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting
change my clothes and walk. Does the well go down that low? Let me free and I'll let you go. I look down in this place. I feel the ground for something. The radio station, I'm playing wrong in my ear. Keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. Keep coming alive.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Alright. So, this is a decision-based game, so every decision we make will affect the outcome of the story. There's some pretty unique mechanics to this game that I really have no clue about, so we're gonna have to get into that. Pretty excited about that. I noticed that the radio station they mentioned started with a W.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
The radio station they mentioned started with a W, so that means we're on the East Coast, and I noticed that we were on I-95 heading north. So
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
I'm trying to figure out where we are. New Virginia Coal Incorporated.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Maybe they'll tell us. Yeah, smashed beer bottle. This is like every overlook in America. Orientation board. So we have cemetery.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Founded in 1865, this small mining town quickly grew along with the coal industry. At its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia. Okay, so we're in West Virginia. With the Basswood mining being one of the most consistent coal mines in the U.S. And then somebody wrote ruined on it. I could have just read it there. Would have been a lot easier. Noted.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick. My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
All right.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
This game, just the overall look of it right now. Hold on.
There seems to be something here.
Journal updated. It was her idea to carve your initials into a tree. That was before, well, you know, the rest. You came up here one night with her by your side. It was late and you were about to head back when Anna said he wanted to show you something. She had scratched her initials into the tree and drew a heart around them. What are you, 12? You scoffed. She She took your hand and made you retrace the grooves in the wood with your fingers. When you're 12, she said, you're in love for the first time. It's what you'll compare the rest of your life to, forever. You laughed and she kissed you, and then you drove home and never thought about the tree again until now. Hmm. So this is the investigation tab. I ran away from this town 2 years ago. Definitely not ready to be back. Not ready to bury my best friend either. Okay, so we're at her best friend's funeral, but it's what I must do. Nick's funeral starts in about an hour. Enough time for me for a walk on the promontory to clear your mind or to delay the inevitable. All right. So this would be Nick's been my friend since we're kids. My only friend. I ghosted him 2 years ago and left. And when I left Basswood, and now he's ghosting me by being dead. Not cool. So the mental section is empty. Let's go back. Check out Anna. Anna's the one that got away. Bittersweet to see her own name carved to a tree. So that's a memento we just found. Okay. And this is us. I left Basswood 2 years ago to run away from a job at a small time newspaper, a town full of angry people, and a failed relationship. I didn't glance back. Now I'm going to home to attend my best friend's funeral, what could be more fun than facing all the past mistakes at your friend's graveside, right? All right. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I just want to check the stats page. No choices have been made yet. Okay, so that's gonna be where we, alright. So that's gonna be like our progress. Right on.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Directly connected to the emergency line. Hiking trails.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
West Virginia's scenic mountain forests are home to deer, flying squirrels. They're awesome. Red foxes, field mice, rabbits, and cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farmsteads have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar, puma, concolor, on the prowl. I've never seen a puma. Well, in the wild anyway. And I don't know if I want to.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
When hunting, carry with you any and all required permits and licenses. Do not hunt while under the influence of alcohol. Hunting is forbidden between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunrise.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Yeah, me neither. Although I love shooting guns. And I don't fish either, but I love fishing. But I can't do it because I don't eat fish, so I don't kill them.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
The funny thing is, I'm insanely good at fishing. I don't know, I just have all the luck in the world when it comes to fishing. And that's a no hiking sign, huh? And we go, when I see a sign that says don't go there, I immediately want to go there.
I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Oh, it won't let me go over there. Pretty high. Check it out. That little symbol meant something. I think it means something to investigate. Oh no, yeah, we're gonna go into a, I think it's called your memory palace.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Rad. Love it already.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Wow, what a crazy concept. Can we... Yeah. So I can't, like... Optimal shot angles. I can't really, Pool is another thing I'm really good at. I can't really interact with any of that. I can look at it. That's about it. Oh, wow. This I can.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
So that's how we met Anna. Anna was our girlfriend. Here she is again, I believe.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
Okay. Honesty. We need honesty. Whoa. Who was that? Was that us?
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Ouch.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Bug? Press I to read a new journal entry. Take a walk on the promontory. Remember the night at Spyglass. Return to your car. You wasted enough time. So we already saw these. We already checked that out. Yep. So we're gonna head back to our car now. I thought we were gonna go for like a hike, but I guess not.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Just make sure there's nothing else around here. Very nice. Oh, so we missed the funeral.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Are you still coming? I really hope you can make the wake. I'll be at the Haven. Nick won't care. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
All right. Who were we talking to? I'm pretty sure that was us. We are what you might call that shit crazy. Which is always a good sign. At least they have darts. Indeed. Okay, so that's Nick's daughter, and that's our goddaughter. We're her godfather.
Muley, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Have you seen Life is Strange 2?
So,
You left.
This little girl's voice is familiar to you.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Let me explain. Let's not talk about this. I'm sorry. Let me explain.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
You know, I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be us or no? Keep her out of it. Promise to look into it. Let's look into it for her. I don't think that's supposed to be us. I don't know. I like that shot though.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do.
Yeah, so
See you inside.
that was a big decision that is going to affect the entire path of the game. You know what I mean? All the way to the end, probably. So, I don't know. I wanted to keep more options wide open. Why not include her? My cousin actually has that very Pac-Man game. I wonder what it's worth now. I should steal it from him. Journal updated. Everyone knows Nick and I were best friends. Everyone thinks I owe it to him to be here. His daughter, Joan, goes even further. She thinks I should stay here and investigate her father's death. Our old boss, Walter, is sure to have something to say, too. I won't be able to sneak past him. Go inside the bar. Don't tell me what to do, Journal. Okay, so we're in the parking lot. Small town. Cars whipping by. Heavy-set man at the door. Is he...
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
I thought he was smoking. No, he's on the phone.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Alright, for some reason this guy terrifies me. We're gonna hug him anyway.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
My oldest boss at the paper, I'd say he taught me everything I know, but given my track record, that wouldn't be much of a compliment. I always thought Walter was the decent sort, the rare breed, who truly believes his job is to serve the community. Seeing the old Joker was nicer than expected. So there's no memento, right? Nope. And then we got Joan. Of all people I hurt when I left Basswood, Joan is the one who at least deserved it. She was just a kid and my goddaughter, but it's a tough job to be a lonely kid's only friend. I couldn't hack it. Now that her dad died, things aren't going to get any easier for her. Angry, hurt, stubborn, hard to believe Joan was one of the ones who nicknamed me Muley. That's awful. Not that I'm looking for an excuse. I made a promise to a child that will break her heart whether I kept it or not. What if she's right about her father's death? What will that do to her? And what if I can't give her the answers she's looking for? It's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. Alright, so let's go inside the bar. Let's see if we can see a headline. Local legend honored today. Oh, we can interact with it.
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left.
Oh,
I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Yeah, we used to work for this paper. Local legend honored today. Earlier this week, our dear colleague Nick Waldron, I know Waldron, passed away in a tragic car accident. He will be set to rest tomorrow at Heaven's Gate Cemetery before his family, friends, co-workers share a drink at the Coal Miners Haven to honor the memory of a dearly departed friend. Longtime readers will no doubt recognize his name, as there have been days when it was the byline of over half the articles littering this plucky paper. Nick was loved by his family and colleagues. He is survived by his daughter Joan and his ex-wife Kathy. Alright, I'm not gonna read any more of that. Oops.
Must have been a hard issue to write.
You know, maybe we should have?
It was something seeing my name in the Basswood jungle for the first time.
Oh, it won't let us go back.
It was something seeing my name in the Basswood jungle for the
I
first
wonder
time.
if we didn't miss something on page 3. I doubt it. Not a big deal.
Ugh, I'm not ready for this.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Let's confront him.
Just really embracing those Hicks stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen, we get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan. You're not worth it, Higgs.
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Just here for Nick.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Journal updated. Pay homage to Nick. Hey, we can steal a purse. Talk to Walter, who we already...
read Dickens, Ethan?
Talk to Joan, who we already talked to.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
What did you think of it? It took a lot of research. I don't want to talk about it. What did you think of it?
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Journal updated. Pay homage to Nick. Oh. Kara, the office administrator at Basswood Jungle, is the proverbial weird coworker. She likes everyone and everything: dinosaurs, romance novels, evangelic TV, conspiracy theories, rice cookies, unusual street names, you name it. She's talked about it for hours. Hugh is new in town, and it seems like he knows how to fit in. Then again, as a town pharmacist, fitting in is part of his job. Still, it's decent of him to have come to Nick's wake. Sure. All the miners in Basswood lost their jobs when the mines closed. I should have known that they'll think it's my fault. Nothing to do with the awful working conditions and inhumane management, obviously. Why would it be our fault? And the cop. Declan's the local law enforcement. Vaguely remember him from school. He used to get into fights a lot, usually to protect smaller kids. No one was surprised that he became a cop. And we read everybody else.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I'm as surprised as you are. My condolences for Nick. It's good to see you. My condolences.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Ouch. I'll do my best. Joan thinks Nick was murdered. Let's keep quiet for now.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Alright, so that's Mind Palace. Yo, let's play some Pac-Man. Wait, I thought the yellow one was Miss Pac-Man. Now I'm confused. This game's garbage. Got Pac-Man wrong.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path.
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You'll probably save some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of...
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, Just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Yeah, you will.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
Oh wow, we got lots to look at. Nick and Joan.
He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us. Those two were a great team. Bug was so small back then. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. We drove straight to the sea after
Sorry.
work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Happier times.
It won't let me interact with the middle one.
I wonder who took that picture.
And I think that's all of them. Okay. Very nice.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That's not why I left. I won my bet. Who was the bet with? Who was the bet with?
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
It's been rough, honestly. Don't pretend to care. Things have been great. It's been rough.
If you must know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that
What, no applause? Journal updated. Talk to Anna. Real quick, we have Kathy and Nick married young and divorced quickly. I'm not sure she's ever really liked me, though it was their daughter's godfather, or I was their daughter's godfather, or maybe that just made things worse. And then we also came across who else? There was another guy. This guy. Dennis is the IT guy at the paper I used to work for. I remember him as bitter and mean-spirited guy, a loner with not many friends in Basswood. So am I, but it doesn't mean we're kindred spirits. All right. Now the game saved right after I did that. I think it means something if we read those. So I'm gonna read all of them.
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
I can't interact with the drum kit. Ethan tries to support the local scene. A slightly short back corner leg gives an advantage to regulars. Alright, so let's talk to Anna. Ooh, here's the arcade machine. Nick always had the highest score.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine. Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit. Anna?
Sam!
Hug her back.
I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
It wasn't because of you. I'm here now. It hurts to come back. I'm here now.
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Tell that to everyone else. I know I didn't help. Tell that to everyone else.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
I can imagine you and Nick were together, question mark? Yeah, let's say that.
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago, he never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But This was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
I'm sorry Nick's gone. Was Nick murdered? Question mark. Was Nick murdered?
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous?
Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or
No
two.
more than 3,000
Or 3. And then I'll go.
I thought it was 4,000.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to believe. But that amount is damaging for the long term.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Okay, so we already had that dialogue with her. Who is Sheriff?
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
Mr. Higgs, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that.
Have a good night. About no death.
One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up. Don't you think you've done that enough to the nice folks around here?
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
Is he really think?
Dogs will
You
hunt.
know Sam, he likes to prod and poke, chasing shadows that aren't even there.
Distribution of marks suggesting strong intoxication for the average player. Okay, so we can't interact with those two. We already talked to him. We already talked to John.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
She does have a beer in front of her. Ooh, beer. Back door. What's this over here? Wood carving. Supposedly made by Ethan's sister. Charred to look like coal.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
There's a back door. No one allowed back there but Ethan.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Collection of bottles. Okay. Alcohol from all over the country. Ethan likes to show off. So,
It does look tempting.
are we not supposed to drink or something?
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was a good dad mostly. What did we just drink?
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan can lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way.
Her father just died.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Give her a
She's
drink.
just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
Yeah, Kathy was harsh. Yeah, definitely was harsh. I'll shoot Joan a text.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
I'm here for you. Be careful. I'm here for you. See, I selected drink as one of my options. I wonder if any of this would have happened. Had I not.
Night. I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
I didn't ask you to be here. I'm so sorry. Stop pushing me. I didn't. Excuse me. I didn't ask you to be here.
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here.
Who are you?
To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking, and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Hello? Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? Ugh, I can't think straight. Need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Wow. Alright, kids. I think, right now we're half naked and afraid. I think I'm gonna end this one here. This story is pretty good so far, and I really like the whole decision. It's heavy on your decisions. Your decisions, carry a lot of weight, and I really like that. So, yeah, this is pretty good. I think I'm gonna play the whole thing through. I'm gonna play a lot of this. So, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy this so far. It'll help other people see it. And yeah, it was really good to see you guys. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, peace.